Matinee baseball on tap for you on MLB Network, coming your way from historic. Chris Sale will be the starter for the Bo Sox in this contest. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
And that one stayed up a little high. And just a Chamber of Commerce afternoon for baseball. 82 degrees here at first pitch. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. The 1-2 is a fastball that misses.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1 and 2. The count's now on 2 and 2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Brett Gardner becomes the first out of the inning, and it's fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. To first, backhanded. And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first. Now at the plate, Giancarlo Stanton, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Bounce it to the left side. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Here's Mookie Betts. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Red Sox, right fielder.
First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a ground ball to third. And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
Hey, this game's starting off exactly the way they wanted to. Lead-off single in the bottom of the first after their pitcher went out there and threw a donut on the board. Boys are flying around.
Here's the first pitch to him. On the ground to the right side. Torres gloves it. And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag. Not particularly graceful there. As a result, he'll be slapped with an E4 on the play. First delivery to him on the way. A swing by Moreland and a ball soaring to right field. And that one is gone. 3-run home run down the line in right as the Red Sox have moved out 3-0. Certainly a home run worthy of show track, and we see here that ball was blasted off the bat at 116 miles an hour. The distance wasn't too shabby either. Here's J.D. Martinez. Hot shot on the ground is short. And there's one down now. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. In past meetings with Tanaka, he has 7 hits in 32 at-bats. He also has 1 home run. Smoke toward third. A dive, and he knocks it down. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single. Now at the plate, Rafael Devers. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away.
Hey guys, I think the pitcher was just trying to steal a strike right there. I do not think he expected to get ambushed on an 0-0 get me over breaking ball. But that's exactly what happened.
On to first as they get the... So here's the cleanup hitter, Greg Bird. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. In there at the letters 0-1.
Love jumping out to an early 3-0 lead, but this game is far from over. A lot of innings left to be played. He's going to have to continue to execute out on that mound.
Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1. Digging in, Gary Sanchez. Lifetime against Chris Sale. He's got 3 base hits in 17 at-bats. 7 strikeouts on the stat sheet as well. And it's 0-2 to Sanchez.
Even though he let that one go, you know that's the kind of pitch he likes to take a big hack at. Not too many power hitters that don't like a stomach-high fastball, so he's probably not throwing that one again.
Another 0-2 home. Swing and a miss as he ran that 2-seamer right by him for the second out. Ready now, Didi Gregorius. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first two guys going down on strikes to start the inning. The windup and the 0-1. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Let's see if he continues to climb that ladder, or does he try and get him fishing on something bouncing in the dirt.
The 0-2 once more. Is looked at off the plate for a ball. And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2.
I know the umpire balled that one right there.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Settling in now, Eduardo Nunez. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. Now in the box, Christian Vasquez. In past meetings with Tanaka, he's just 2 for 9. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Vasquez stands 5'9" as you see him in the right-handed box. He was a 9th-round pick during the 2008 draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first out.
All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively today. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
Bradley, or JBJ as the initials read, who was selected in the first round back in 2011.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Hicks going back at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Digging in to try it again, Mookie Betts. Second at bat here. He reached via a single to lead off the home first.
Not an easy thing to do when you're in the leadoff spot, but that was a good piece of hitting in his first at bat. An opposite field base hit, which leads me to believe that this guy's going to cover both sides of the plate.
And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. Maybe not, as this stays up in the air long enough to be. So much baseball history here at Fenway Park, in and around the stadium, as we continue our coverage of Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Digging in, Aaron Hicks. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Hicks is simply an all-around great defensive outfielder. Not only does he have great range and great hands, he's also got a plus arm, one that base runners and base coaches certainly have to be mindful of.
Absolutely. When you are in the meeting room preparing for this guy, it is the first thing that jumps off the page. Do not take the extra base.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
Wow, that's 4 straight Ks. He's knocking them down. He's looking for number 5 right here. You can tell this guy on the mound, he is pitching with a whole lot of confidence in this one.
Benintendi is over just a few steps to his right as he takes it for route number 2. Ronald Torrey is the next to bat. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. Into the box now, Andrew Benintendi. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Swinging a ball yanked down the right field line. And this is a fair ball as it'll head toward the pesky pole and right. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
The fans didn't even get a chance to settle in their seats for the beginning of the inning. And he just blistered that ball down the line on the first pitch he saw. It stayed fair, and he's safely on second with the leadoff double. That's the way you lead off an inning.
From the stretch. Hard hit to first. Bird has it. And it's a productive first out as that runner's able to advance 90 feet up to third here. Next will be the designated hitter, J.D. Martinez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And it bangs off the monster. The tag, and he's out going for second, but they do play to run on the play. Stepping in, Xander Bogaerts. Pitch on the way. 0-1 the count. Tanaka sets his sights. 0-1 pitch on its way. Now this is hit high and deep out to left. And he will get there to make the running play, and that. Here's Brett Gardner now, back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
And this is swung on and missed, and this fourth inning will start the same way he ended the third with a strikeout, and there's one away. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
I mean, this is the classic case of ambush tactics at its finest, but this is getting a little ridiculous. I'd like to see some of these guys in the lineup work the count a little bit and find themselves on base and maybe drive this guy's pitch count.
And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game. Giancarlo Stanton now. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. 1 ball, no strikes the count. 2 balls and no strikes the count to Stanton.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
That one's in there, 3-1. Yankees still on the lookout for hit number 1 here. And that's in there on the hands, 3-2 now.
I mean, the obvious key right now is the movement on his 2-seamer. He's able to spot it up in when he has to, and he's able to go back to her.
Another payoff pitch. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here. Rafael Devers, the next to bat, set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. Certainly a tape measure shot there as we take a look at it with our show track technology. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity, so it comes as no surprise that it carried as far as it did. Into the box now, Eduardo Nunez. Oh, there it goes. In the air to left center, and you can forget about this one. Back-to-back home runs. So that was the 3rd home run for these guys today.
D-Roll, some days the fellas walk in with their hitting shoes on, and this looks like one of those games.
Yeah, but there's a saying going around the dugout right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants a chance to get into that batter's box.
So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that's through for a hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came.
Here's Jackie Bradley now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. The 0-1 on its way. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. Here comes the Yankee skipper on his way to the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. Adam Warren answers the call from the pen here in the fourth, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Now that ball is smoked, carrying to deep left. Not quite out of here as it's off the monster.
It's one of the beauties of playing in Fenway right there. Most places that's a double or a home run, but at Fenway you're coming out of the box thinking, can I make it to second? Because if it caroms and that left fielder fields it cleanly, you're dead to rights at second base. And that's a heck of a job to hold him in a single.
And the Sox keep pouring it on. This is extra bases as well. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
He
was able to recognize that pitch early. His eyes lit up on that one. Able to pull it down the line for a nice base hit.
Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. Oh my, this ball is crushed. Where will this one end up? Gone. And that one had some extra distance.
Now batting, designated hitter.
Here's J.D. Martinez. Here's another one that's drilled. This one to left. Gardner is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out. Final line there for the Yankees starting pitcher, and he'll likely do his best to forget about today. He's set, and the pitch. Popped straight up. Torreyes ranging into shallow right. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out. Ready for another chance? Rafael Devers. 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball on.
He turns on it and sends it deep down the line in right. But it bends just foul into the second deck. Right side, scooped up on the backhand. The flip to the pitcher covering, as that will retire the side. Final damage here, 10 come to the plate, 7 runs score. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by the opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
Betts has a read on it. He's got it 1 away. Standing in, Gary Sanchez, the American League's Silver Slugger behind the plate a year ago. Set to deliver the 0-1. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
Swing and a miss, 2-2 now. Popped him up. Nunez ranging into shallow right. 2 down.
Now batting.
Here's Didi Gregorius. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. No runs, no hits, and 1 error on the Yankee line score so far. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They trade. Next up for the Red Sox, Eduardo Nunez. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far.
Yeah, Matt, and going back to that last at-bat when he hit the homer, that was a fastball that was up in the zone. This guy likes the ball up in the zone, so if I'm on the mound right now, I'm thinking try to keep the ball at the knees and below. He doesn't handle that low pitch quite as well.
Digging in and looking for more, Christian Vasquez. Head-to-head with Adam Warren. He's 0 for 4.
Hey, they've obviously locked in on something here. They know this pitcher likes to get ahead, and they've done nothing but be aggressive early in the count. There's another leadoff single to get him going.
Liner toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Outside of home runs, nothing fires me up more than watching a good baseball player drive the ball at the opposite field. Talking about hitting the inside half of the baseball, that's exactly what happened right there. And when we say inside half of the baseball, imagine the ball coming to a complete stop halfway between home plate and the pitcher's mound, and then cutting that baseball in half and highlighting the inside half. That's where you're trying to take the knob of your bat or the hands to that spot and carve the inside half of the baseball with power. Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for
1 run is scored. Long throw to third. And he will beat the throw. It's second and third now with nobody out.
When this one left the bat, the pitcher was hoping and praying it would go foul, and I thought it might, but it ends up falling just inches inside the line, going for a double and driving in 2.
Line drive to center field. Hicks is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run. The relay throw, and he is in there. Ready for another shot now. Mitch Moreland. 3 runs already home and a potential 4th standing at third base.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in 1 game. His last at-bat is 2nd home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
But good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2. Striding forward now is the DH, J.D. Martinez. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here comes the first pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And it's off the green monster. As he arrives at second without a play, as also on the play, a run comes across to score.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now as he lines it out to center. Hicks is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. So it's 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a man left. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The Red Sox lead it 15-0. Digging in for his second at-bat, Aaron Hicks. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning.
This one doesn't look good so far down the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Behind 0-2 now. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame. So coming to the plate, Brandon Drury. He flew out in his last at-bat. No runs, no hits, and 1 error on the Yankee line score so far. He's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame. So striding in, Ronald Torreyes. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. 1 ball, no strikes to count. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. That's 1-2.
Yeah, Matty, he's had these guys on the proverbial rocking horse all night, changing speeds, hitting every quadrant. He's tough to hit.
Count even at 2-2. Popped him up. Moreland over to his left, and that's the 3rd out. Digging in once again, Rafael Devers. He was a ground-out victim last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. And he squares up on this one. Deep to straightaway right. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball.
Line drive snagged on a short hop. And there's one away. Ready once again, Eduardo Nunez. It's been a nice game for him. 3 hits, including a homer to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Around first, digging for 2. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game. Off the bat, it was pretty clear right away that that hit was going to get him at least 2 bases.
Yeah, Matt, some people like to crow about homers and powering drives, but you have to like hits like this. A no-doubt double the second it left his bat. Like you said, the only question was whether the outfielders were going to be able to keep him at second, which they did.
They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. And he will pull into second with an RBI double. Striding in for Boston, Jackie Bradley Jr. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Almost into the short porch, but it's off the wall. The runner from second crosses the plate. The relay, and he can't hold on to the throw as it short hops him and eats him up.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D-Lo. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his 3rd run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup, and that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big bomb, but now he's got 3 ribbies to boot.
Ready with the 0-1. Hard hit ball to short, taken in by Gregorius. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Now batting.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. First delivery to him on the way. Back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. Didn't waste any time like the first pitch he saw to keep the inning going.
First baseman, number 18.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
Mitch Moreland will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his 2nd home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Here's a ball well struck for the right field corner. And this will find the wall down there near Pesky's pole. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double. Absolutely scorched that base hit.
Worthy of some show track love, and as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up.
Here's J.D. Martinez. He swings and grounds it to short. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. So they strike for 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left on. 7th inning coming up. The Red Sox are out in front, 18-9. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Brett Gardner. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
We're moving right along into this one as we head into the late innings. Listen, if you want to score, you're going to have to bunch some hits together, and they haven't been able to do that so far. So hopefully this leadoff guy, this will be the right guy at the right spot to get something going.
And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting. Right fielder.
Striding into the box, Aaron Judge. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Well, he got the leadoff guy in inning on a ground out, and now he's 0-2 to start this at bat. He looks really sharp so far to start the 7th.
On to Moreland, and that's in time for the 2nd out.
Now batting, designated hitter,
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
One of the keys to pitching late in the game's first pitch strikes, and this guy's rolling along. So far, over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
And he struck him out to retire the side, so he's through 7 complete, still working on a masterpiece. So the Yanks go. Chad Green enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. First pitch on its way. Line drive to center field. Hicks patrolling center makes the play, 1 out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Rafael Devers the next to bat. Ripped down the first base line. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted.
the batter, number 10, second baseman, Eduardo.
Into the box now, Eduardo Nunez will try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch on its way. Back up the middle. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. Into the box, Christian Vasquez.
As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game.
The 0-1 pitch. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Looking up is Hicks. And it's gone into the monster seats. Here's Jackie Bradley now. To right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. Here's Mookie Betts.
Right fielder.
He swings, and it's a line drive to left center.
And this is going to find the alley as he might have himself his second double of the ball game. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Now batting.
At the plate, Andrew Benintendi, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch coming, here it is. He pulls this one into right. And this will hop over the wall, but the run will score. Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. And he's hoping to improve on what's already been a huge game at the plate. 6 runs driven in thus far. Here's the pitch. This is on the ground over to first. Bird fields it cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Pat. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
And wow, tough to lay off the fastball there, but it's 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Greg Bird goes down to become the first out in the 8th inning. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. In there, 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. 1-2 to the Yankees catcher.
Case in point right there, Matty. we're seeing a trend, the north and south. A lot of pitchers working that elevated fastball and then breaking stuff off in the dirt. We used to see east-west, not the case anymore.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Gary Sanchez is sent packing for the second out of the inning. Strike two.
No balls, 2 strikes.
A swinging bunt up the third baseline. And the inning is going to continue here as he reaches on an infield single. So close. But with one swing of the bat, the no-hit bid ends here with 2 out in the 8th. Still a remarkable pitching performance nonetheless.
Oh, it sure is, Matty D. Boy, you get that part into the game as a pitcher into the 8th inning. It's hard not to look past getting that last out, thinking about
looking at a fastball to end the inning. One left for the... Now the Red Sox DH, J.D. Martinez. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. And this is pulled fouled as he was way out in front there. As we head toward a conclusion in this one, I think it's fair to say that it's going to be a long time before you see a team perform like this again at the plate.
Yeah, the ability of this lineup to hit that many home runs, I mean, strewn throughout the line, it screams to the modern day of baseball. The 3 true outcomes. These guys aren't worried about hitting singles. They're trying to stop traffic over that fence.
D-Roy, it can't be better said. I think the day and age right now for pitchers is you have to approach just about every pitch like it's a 2-strike pitch. No get-me-over curveballs, no get-me-over changeups. Every pitch has to be thrown with a purpose.
In now, Rafael Devers. As he rips it on the ground to second. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Now at the plate, Eduardo Nunez. He singled his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line towards center field. Hicks is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is... Brandon Drury will bat next. Starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
If I'm the guy in the batter's box right here, I have to take a step out, adjust my batting gloves, take the pull side out of it, because that was 3 fastballs in a row.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Brandon Drury becomes the first out in the 9th inning. 1-0 the count. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2. Pitch popped up. Nunez moving to his left. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Here's Brett Gardner now. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2. Last chance for the Yankees. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. And that'll get down for a base hit. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Man, I want to give him the benefit of the doubt and just say he lost sight of it. But then I watch and say, nope, that's just a blundered play. Can't really sugarcoat it.
No balls and a strike to count. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon. And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Oh, man. So close, but yet so far. Can you imagine giving up 1 hit, pitching such good baseball for 9 innings, but 1 base hit kept him from baseball history?
23-0 the final this afternoon. The Bo Sox hosted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Chris Sale pitches well enough to get the W. Masahiro Tanaka allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. So that'll just about do it. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. So long, everybody.